right at the second. Oh no! Wait. Hello. I'm scared. I've never been live before. This is new for me. Yeah, I mean that's very alien. It's strange.
There, my mic is now on. It wasn't.
Oh, so they were only hearing me. Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
All right, mic check for me. Check. Mic check for you.
Mike.
Check. All right. I think
No,
we're there.
Mike, that's better.
I thought I had a hot mic, but I didn't. All right, here we go. Hello, I'm MC Toon, and this is the Toon Show. And right over here, I've got Craig. That's how I pronounce it.
Sorry. Yeah, say it again and say it correctly.
Craig, Kreg.
No. Or, as JM Truth would spell it, Craig.
Oh, he gets extra letters sometimes and forgets them sometimes, but in the end they even out, so there's none lost in the mix.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So talking about JM Truth, right? You know that JM Truth v Professor Dave would be the best debate ever, right?
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be. It was quite wonderful. I volunteer this channel as tribute. To host it. Welcome everybody. This is our review of the movie Level 2 Derp Harder.
I'm sorry, but we can't continue if you're going to call this thing a movie.
They called it a movie. It's only an hour. Which was
I've done Flirts or Idiots episodes longer than that.
Look, it's an hour long. It's 7 hours longer than it should be. But they did it. They're so proud of it. It's like the kid that spent all day on their crayon drawing, right? And they're like, "Mommy, look, here's my drawing." And she's like, "Oh, that's a lovely monster." "No, Mommy, it's you."
Oh. Well, I'm going to put this on the fridge, and then as they leave the room, you laugh at it and accidentally throw it in the bin. Yeah. So I've been really busy this week, and I haven't had the chance to watch Level 2 yet.
Lucky.
Lucky. But one thing I noticed in the first one is that the editing was awful. Absolutely awful. You know, in the bit in the first one where they had the stock footage of the people watching that screen in like an office, and it was the NASA employee going, "Oh, we're going to give the money back. We've been fooling everybody." Like, I don't know if anyone noticed, but when they'd done the thing to put the screen inside the screen, they hadn't trimmed it, and there was bits of it appearing all over the place. The editing was absolutely awful. So please tell me this one's just as bad.
I think it's a little better. Maybe
Glober did it.
No, I think Sean Hibbler did it again. So you want to see their intro thing here? Here, I'll put it.
I guess if I have to.
All right. There is. Just before they start talking. Now they really pumped up the people that were in this. They had ODD TV, Dearth, what other names? Well, that was it for the names. Then they went down to the not the B roll, not the C roll. What's the letter after 57?
Q.
I think it's farther than that. Anyway, so they got Flat Earth Millionaire who I think
isn't a millionaire.
I think he's a millionaire, but I think he funded it, and also I think he the money he earned is because his parents owned the company. So I don't know. I've
it's
had
strange, right? Hold on. I mean, the Flat Earth Millionaire, right? There's an actual millionaire in the community, and there's flights to space for $250,000, even less now.
Yeah.
Couldn't he just end the entire argument?
He could. He doesn't want to, though. But he could fly up in a MiG also to 60, 70,000 feet. But he doesn't want to do that. He could well, we'll get into what else he could do later, but let's get into this amazingly bad movie.
The one thing globe believers need to understand is that you don't just take the spinning ball Earth and flatten it out and put it back in the heliocentric model. Like it's just the only misfit planet and it's flat and the rest.
One thing spinning ball believers have to realize is that you don't take the globe and flatten it out and then put it back into a globe. No, you're absolutely correct, ODT. We don't do that. And I don't know why you would think we do that. Actually,
it's the flying space pizza thing.
Yeah.
Look at the live stream. Craig can't see. I'm not sending this to him.
Oh yeah, no, I am looking at the live stream now.
I love this picture. They hate it so much, and your intro. They hate your intro.
Yeah, they really. Oh, do they say about it?
They don't say anything in this video.
But, no, but they do hate my intro. I get that a lot.
Oh, yeah. They're like, we don't think that. Well, what do you think? Send us the right map.
Yeah. That's not our model. Oh, well, show me the model then. We don't live on a model. So you don't have a model. Yeah. Well, no. All
right. Anyway, I love this.
Wait. I just want to say, that Nathan Oakley and stuff are such big, wonderful flat earthers, but why haven't they been in either of these movies? Why haven't they been in either of these movies?
Well, I think because Nathan isn't a blood over intent occult member. That's probably
right.
Why. Yeah.
Right.
We'll find out that stuff later.
Well, Derp is in the movie, and Oakley and crew seem to be the arbiters of his 3 Bitcoin challenge.
Yes.
Which is strange because after Professor Dave debated Derp, Nathan Oakley sent an open letter to Professor Dave saying, come and debate me instead of debating the low-hanging fruit of flat Earth. So Nathan Oakley is referring to Derp as the low-hanging fruit of flat Earth.
Wow. That's very complimentary.
Yeah. Well done, Nathan. You just insulted the guy that's asking you to decide who gets 3 Bitcoin.
Yeah. In the
like he's got 3 Bitcoin.
The fake even if he does, it's not an escrow. And And exactly what was Derp, what were the clear, objectively measurable criteria? Nothing. You didn't.
Yeah.
Nothing. Or how about what's the independent arbitration? Nathan Oakley is not an independent arbiter, so that doesn't work. All right, let's keep going. We're not going to get through anything if we stop every 5 seconds.
Rest of the planets are round. No flat earther has ever said that. No flat earther will ever say that because it's not what we believe. The Earth isn't a pancake floating in outer space. And you will never hear a flat earther say that. And if you would ever actually take the time.
All right, stop. You will never hear a flat earther say that. So my intro, we've all heard my intro.
Yeah.
We all live on a disk floating through space with a tiny sun. That was a flat earther saying that line. That's where that came from. That was a news interview with a flat earther at a flat earth conference in 2016. And they were holding this flag and waving, we live on a flat disk floating through space with a tiny sun. So there is some flat earthers that think that. But of course, they're not real flat earthers, are they?
Well, yeah, no. The flat earthers have to declare that the other flat earthers that don't agree with them aren't part of their sect.
Yes. Otherwise known as the no true Scotsman fallacy.
Yes. They are. Well, you remember Flat Earth Millionaire and Nathan Thompson used to hang out, but they have differing views on whether or not there's a dome. And I think,
Nathan Thompson said that they should fight about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine fighting Nathan Thompson would be akin to fighting a stick figure that snaps as soon as you breathe on it.
Yeah. He's a bit lanky.
And doesn't eat because he can't afford food.
Yeah. But his dog looked into my eye and said, "Please save me." In retrospect, I should have.
To study it for yourself or hear a flat earther through, then you would find that it's much different and things would actually make more sense.
They've got the narrative control to where
now that's Flat Earth Millionaire.
Jesus Christ.
He went full derp Texan, like he's a rancher, as if he owns cattle.
So, you know what this is reminding me of, right? In The Big Bang Theory, the sitcom, when Sheldon takes Howard back to Texas to meet his family, and Howard walks into Sheldon's mum's house wearing the cowboy hat. How y'all doing? You know, trying to assimilate to be as Texan as possible. That's what that looked like. Glober mum says, OMG, that porn stash. I mean, the name Tanner, this guy, was he in Back to the Future in 3, when they went back to Western times? Was he one of the people there?
Yeah, no,
hold on. This is the actual character model for all the NPCs in Red Dead Redemption 3.
I haven't played that, but it sounds great.
2, even Red Dead Redemption 2, not 3.
All right.
Or anyone that goes to search for this, they're going to see pancakes floating up in space.
Yeah,
you know,
because
and
we're
it turns
mocking
people
you
away.
because it's so dumb.
Or they see a snow globe. A snow globe out in the middle of space with water falling off the sides, and they're like, "What is this?" It turns them away.
I use that for thumbnails all the time.
They're getting that mixed up. How can you have a snow globe with water falling into space? That's that. Nobody says that, because that's, if you have the globe, the dome, then you can't have the water falling. You only have the water falling into space when it looks like Asgard from the Thor movies.
It's the seal is leaky after these. It's been a few years. They need to replace the gasket.
The mainstream agenda was to push their false narrative, all these hit pieces on flat Earth. 2016, 2017, that was pretty much the end of the YouTube era, where we could actually find real evidence,
There's a reason, because in the documentary that you all agreed to do, you then all disproved the flat Earth in that documentary, and instantly everyone involved in that documentary became a shill.
Well, they talk about it later. Of course, Derp is one of the Globebusters, and he's in this movie.
Yeah.
So there's a bridge between faux cowboy, all hat no cattle guy, and Globebusters through Derp.
Oh,
the algorithms are suited to their favor. You're going to see all the hit pieces. You're going to see all the stuff that's there to
Mr. Beast did a good one.
Oh yeah, and of course,
yeah.
I mean, here's this entrepreneur who didn't really earn his own money, who doesn't understand the money part of YouTube. Advertisers don't want their advertisements in front of flat Earth videos. That's dumb. They know it's stupid. They know it's wrong. They're like, no, YouTube, don't put my ad in front of that kind of garbage. I won't pay you to do ads anymore. And YouTube's like, oh, well, we are a business. We need to make some money. So there you go. So that if this guy was an entrepreneur, he would understand that.
Flat Earth. So it's just, it's almost impossible to get the real information.
YouTube played their part in it, and not just...
So this is the token female.
Token female, yeah.
Who has no channel that I could find, who has no presence anywhere. I didn't look very hard, but I think they have her just so that they can have a token.
And they've
female.
just found some random girl on the beach and gone, read this, and we'll give you this 50 quid and half-eaten turkey sandwich we found. You know? If anyone can tell us who that is, please let us know. It's not Roxanne the Globalist in there.
No. Picking which videos they wanted to show.
It's Victoria Rachel. New Flat
Victoria
Earther.
Rachel.
See, it says New Flat Earther.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, that's it.
But
she's new. Therefore, so here, the only new Flat Earthers since the movie came out are the exceptionally dumb ones. So that tells us about her.
Whether or not they wanted you to subscribe to somebody. So on several occasions and with several different content creators, I'd press the subscribe button to then find out several days or several weeks later that I couldn't find that content creator, assuming they'd either been deleted or they'd been censored beyond belief. And of course they had been, because my subscription that was previously made was no longer there. And I know that I hadn't unsubscribed to anybody. And then resubscribing, you'd find again that down the line that the same things reoccurred.
Oh no.
Okay, right. I want to do a little test.
That happened to me too.
Yeah. This isn't an unusual thing. People watching right now, if you are subscribed to me or MC Toon And at any time you found yourself unsubscribed and then had to resubscribe, hit a 1. Otherwise, hit a 2. Let's see how many that's happened to. Because I know it. I get messages and emails all the time. I was subscribed to you, but I'm not anymore. You know? So 1, if that has happened to you for me and MC2, and if you're subscribed to us, and 2, if not.
Wow. We got a few ones.
It does happen.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
YouTube.
I mean, it's not going to happen to everyone, but it is something that happens.
Yeah, YouTube is software written by humans. Us programmers make mistakes. That's what happens. So.
Yeah. That's how the apocalypse is going to happen, when a programmer makes a mistake and does a 1 instead of a 0 for the robot that's supposed to help you with the shopping. Or the entire society collapses and we go back to the Stone Age. One or the other. Well, that could happen if flat earthers got in charge.
Yes, that is what they want, I guess.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, if flat earthers were in charge, there wouldn't be any more engineers because they wouldn't let you teach actual physics and stuff at school, you know? Yeah. So you get, someone's just got their new job at the nuclear power plant, and they've got to go in and do the job. And they've been taught by flat earthers, who a bunch of them say nuclear power isn't real. They're going to get in there and not know what to do. And then all the power stations melt down. Yeah. So,
well, you know who's coming up next?
Who?
I'll give you one hint.
I'm a fucking dickhead.
That
retarded
guy.
Idiot.
My old friend, my old buddy, my old
There's
pal.
a major campaign by Google and YouTube and all of these corporate lying companies to discredit the flat Earth.
They don't need help to discredit you, Santos.
No.
When this is what you you do.
When I was a young boy, I grew up on the farm. I'm a country boy. And I used to fuck the cows and the pigs. I used to fuck the pigs, and the cows would come, and I would pat them and look into their eyes.
Nobody needs to discredit you.
You can't help it again. You're gonna see. You're gonna see what's gonna happen to you.
This morning, I went to the toilet.
I
want to be a urinator.
I'm masturbating.
All right, calm down.
Jeez, enough, Santos. All right, let's hear.
Santos's astrology and syncretism is from the devil.
Why do they have that disclaimer under every video?
They do it to us too, you dummy.
Yeah, that's under every single one of my videos.
It is an archaic, antiquated, outdated model that the ancients used to believe in. Of course, the ancients...
Because it is.
They didn't know
here's his logic. Listen to this.
How to build Gothic cathedrals, and they didn't know how to build cities and pyramids.
So, what wonderful.
Yeah. What's that have to do with anything?
Yeah. Now ask them to build a functioning phone system or a microchip or a circuit board. You know, let's see how they go with that, shall we?
The problem is people that think.
Oh, there's
Oh,
Derp.
God, that voice.
Oh,
He sounds like someone who's been hit in the head with a shovel too many times, you know? When he was born, he didn't just like get hit with a stupid branch. He fell out the stupid tree and hit every level on the way down, right? And then his parents dropped him all the time. You know that like soft spot babies have on their head? You know, their parents use that to like hold cups and stuff. That's, you know, there was some serious brain damage done to this guy. I'm sure at one point maybe he led down in the street and a truck just ran over his skull or something along those lines.
And then backed up to see what they ran over.
Yeah.
And then said, oh, no, it's just a flat earther. And went again.
Yeah, he had a job in his early years as a toffee hammer tester. Basically, they had to hit him on the forehead loads of times to make sure it worked.
So I like that. That's pretty nice. It looks like he is living in Mark Sargent's attic with him. He's got Mark Sargent's map there, the one that has it looks like it has Australia not distorted, which was the one that Mark Sargent likes. Anyway, that's nice.
The dude looks like he's 70 and he's wearing a backwards cap. And I'm just stop it, man.
Yeah, you know why, man. In the wrong light, I look bad, but in the wrong light, Dearth.
How old is Dearth? He's like what, 50 or something?
I don't think he doesn't look a day over 120.
I mean, he doesn't look like a young man. You know, this is past midlife crisis. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe he's you know, having, you know, maybe he is Mark Sargent's stepdad now.
God.
Did you see?
It's all right, son. You'll find someone else. You don't need to worry about Patricia anymore. You'll find someone else.
He's gonna give love advice to Mark Sargent. Okay.
Think that flat Earth is stupid. Think flat Earth is stupid because they're thinking of a stupid flat Earth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
ridicule
flat Earth, and make fun of flat Earthers. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Since 2015, content providers for flat Earth have...
All right, this guy, the creepiest. I think he's the creepiest. Martin Lidke.
I mean, he wouldn't look out of place digging graves at 2 a.m. You know. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's one of the bosses in Elden Ring.
Digging graves at 2 a.m, but not because it's his job.
No, it's a hobby.
Looking for love and all the wrong. No, never mind.
I live in hell.
All right,
we have been ridiculed.
So just before we go on, we're 4 minutes into this movie about how the Earth's flat. In the first 4 minutes, how much scientific evidence has there been of a flat Earth?
It's just the introduction. We'll give them a pass on that.
Right. So far there's no science, but we've got another hour to go, roughly. And I'm assuming, right? Not really, but there's going to be some science, right?
Well, that would be an assumption. That definitely would be an assumption if yeah. Yep. We're just getting to know them. This is the up close and personal with
because this is, you know, no one else wants to know them, so they've got to force it down our throat.
Yeah.
Been trolled. We have been censored beyond belief by YouTube.
Oh, look at that. Kelly Weil. I interviewed her. I got her book. YouTube tweaks algorithm to fight 9/11 truthers, flat earthers, and miracle cures. Well done, YouTube.
Good job, YouTube.
You don't want that kind of garbage on your platform. I would not allow it on my website either. They still allow it.
Yeah.
I would not.
I mean, flat earthers always complain, oh, you can't ever find our videos. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I have an endless supply of videos that I can make responses to. If only I had the time.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to get the truth out there.
YouTube controls the algorithm.
Oh, and they put the clown face over Kelly Weil. Classy.
Oh, yeah,
so
the same
classy.
one they put on me in the first movie.
Yeah, so classy. She she wrote a book that hurt you in the feels, huh?
With who owns YouTube? Google. These are these big corporations that came in and said, the flat earth is getting way too big. People are finding this out. We don't want them to find this out.
That's not
this
it.
will
No, not at all.
That wasn't the meeting. The meeting was, oh crap, advertisers are going to leave.
Completely destroy our agenda that we've worked so hard for. We're losing it because of our own technology.
Oh, look what he has behind him.
YouTube's agenda is to make money. That is what YouTube want to do. YouTube don't care about free speech. YouTube don't care about being nice to you. YouTube want to make money. And having flat earth as something that is pushed by the algorithm will not make YouTube money. So they stopped it happening.
Do you see? Look behind him here. Look behind him on the speaker. I paused him with his eyes wide open. You see behind him on the speaker there? There's 2 pyramids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My mom gave me one of those pyramids.
Oh. Does your mom know him?
No, but do you know what my introduction into debunking was?
A crystal pyramid?
It was the stuff that my mom came up with. I love my mom and she's great, but she'd come up with some wacky stuff. So in elementary school, she'd be like, here's this. I'm like, I don't think so.
Okay then, Mom.
But it's not so much anymore. But yeah, she gave me one of those pyramids. So she's like, oh, it does the negative energy, and make sure you drink your structured water. Really? So this is Sean. He's the one that is behind this movie.
Can you just not do anything right now? Because I want to clip that for when I make a thumbnail. Just one sec.
Clip his face.
Yeah, I'm just taking a snip of that face from my thumbnail.
All right.
File, save as, thumbnails. There we go. Okay, carry on.
That we created. So they had to get involved. Withholding information and knowledge is a form of control.
Now, for new people coming into the subject, if you research flat Earth, the Google analytic will...
Is he in a church? I'm surprised he didn't catch on fire.
I know. I tend to do that, actually. When I walk into churches, I get a very uncomfortable burning sensation.
Government hate propaganda against the flat Earth truth.
If you go to Google and try to find anything flat Earth related, then the first thing that's going to pop up is the Flat Earth Society.
But one sec.
That's enough of that. Yeah, you
the argument that the government are trying to censor flat Earth is complete and utter fucking ridiculous. It's complete nonsense, because the government does not care in the slightest about the flat Earth. Not at all. YouTube isn't the government. The government isn't the news channels. The government doesn't care about the flat Earth in the slightest.
All right, we're gonna jump ahead because they just whine about YouTube for a while. And I'm sorry, we're jumping up to her, but then it's to Martin. Sorry.
And that's exactly what we've become.
Now, this should tell you something, why we can't talk about literally the thing that we're standing on. Why is that?
Hold on. Earth.
No,
Earth,
if there is
Earth,
a creature.
Earth.
What?
Yeah. I was talking about the thing we're standing on.
Oh, yeah. The thing that
my God, Mr. Stash is back.
The thing they never want to talk about is flat Earth and the measurements of it, the evidence for it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's about hidden land. I think there's possible they could be hiding land in here somewhere with us. And I think that the Antarctic Treaty is very, very, very sinister, and there must be something else going on.
The Antarctic Treaty is sinister.
Oh, it's like they can't read.
How to say I've never read the Antarctic Treaty without saying I've never read the Antarctic Treaty.
And not having any clue that this is a treaty between countries that don't trust each other. Yeah. It's not telling what you as an individual can do or cannot do. It's giving the rights and responsibilities for the other countries. And the most important thing is you can't go to Antarctica and do secret things. That's the biggest part of it. Everything you do in Antarctica, you need to tell everybody else and be open about it. It's actually the opposite of what they think it is.
Do you know one of the best things, right? They're all, no one can go to Antarctica. It's all secret. No one's allowed to be in Antarctica. And Derp's in this movie. Yet Derp's own app, because of the lack of security features, proved that there was people in Antarctica. Because people in Antarctica had downloaded the app to laugh at flat earthers. And it showed where they were. In Antarctica. Oh, bless.
So silly. All right. Well, yeah. Let's hear more wrongness about the treaty.
Really, really tough with their implementation of the Antarctic Treaty and everything else, and just to keep people away from the truth. They didn't want people to know about more land.
Haven't we been fighting over land forever? Isn't that what always happens? Countries fighting over land, but not on the outskirts of Antarctica. Oh, no.
So he makes a good point. If there was more land, there'd be a land grab for it.
Yeah.
They're shooting themselves in the foot, as they always do.
You think America wouldn't have been looking for oil there?
Everybody would send missions there constantly, planting flags as quickly as possible everywhere they could find. If there was more land.
Yeah. Except there's not, because, people go across Antarctica all the time, and then it's weird. When you start going across Antarctica, or you're traveling south, but then when you finish traveling across Antarctica, you're traveling north. Well, that's strange, right?
Yeah. Imagine that.
I don't know how that happens. Crazy how that happens.
I love that they're always like, they claim that there's never been north to south
circumnavigation.
But there've been a bunch. And you're like, oh, well, what about this one? Fake. Well, how come only one? Well, here's 3 more.
Here's another fake.
How come there's only 3? Well, this one was a flight by Pan Am, and they had 120 people on it. Well, how come only 120? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, here's one by One More Orbit who live streamed the entire thing. It's all clipped and edited. Yeah, because that's not the entire. That's a clip show of it. There's the entire link to the live stream. Oh well, why aren't they showing that to the media? Because the media don't want to watch. Oh my goodness.
Why aren't you just looking it up, lazy moron? All right.
No fighting there. They're all in agreement. You can't go there. You can't explore any of it.
That treaty
no,
was
they're
in
not.
effect in 1959.
They don't say you can't explore. That's literally not what it says.
You absolutely can explore. Just don't hide that you're exploring.
No.
It's
take weapons or set up military bases.
No military allowed. The opposite again of what they say. But here it gets good. They go. It's like they never watch any of the debunks ever.
To me, this part of the video with Derp there looks like they've walked into an old people's home and just asked them to spout some nonsense.
Yeah. Well, that happens later. You know what I'm talking about.
Can't even be questioned until the year 2041. The longest lasting treaty.
And here, this made up map.
Yeah, brilliant. The Altuian Ocean. What's that called? Tweedy World. Hitatia. What we got over here? We got Thoth. Sleldvot Ostrov in the Ahatian Ocean. Atium. I'm pretty sure Atam is the realm of the gods in Norse mythology. I might be wrong. We got New Delhi, New Punjab, and New Lankia. So apparently Delhi and Punjab have already gone there and set up New Punjab and New Delhi. Brilliant.
Who did that?
I know.
It's MS Schindler. Is Gooberville in there? How come the Flurfs didn't just go name it themselves? Why isn't there the Sea of Santos Bukaki or the cliffs of Derp?
The Oakley Strait.
I don't think he's straight.
Oh.
Yeah. You know why I don't think Oakley is straight?
Why?
Now I'd like to know how my balls taste.
That's why.
37 times, guys, in 45 minutes. 37 times he said that to me.
He did find out, though.
So one stretched out, one shortened.
Oh, poor Nathan.
I went in and was absolutely humiliated based on my total ignorance of everything I said.
Well,
I mean, that does happen a lot for you, Nathan. I imagine you're used to that, right?
Being a flirt. All right, let me read this. I missed the one from earlier where Dora Nku said preempt, hot mic, hopefully a MC on fire, and Craig. And I did not have a hot mic on accident.
No, because he didn't turn his mic on. Who's Craig, by the way? Do we know him?
That's you.
Never heard of Craig.
And then we got a new member, Sir Little Wolf. Thank you for that. Is a quibbler. And then we've got Throw the Dwarf of the House of Torg. You know him.
Yes.
Says
D&D coming back on Monday.
There is other platforms for videos are available. He didn't proofread that much. That's okay.
I know what you meant though.
We'll give you a pass.
Toon, what's it going to take for you to join our D&D game?
Man, I know my nerd street cred is a little low, so maybe I should look I should look into that. I might be able, I can't do it weekly. I can't, or regularly. I don't know.
Well, we can write with Batch is the Dungeon Master. He's great at writing guest slots.
There you go.
Yeah, we had people, new characters come in each week that were, would join the crew and stuff. So you could be a recurring character of some kind.
All right. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he says you could make one for your own videos. Well, they did find Rockfin, and Rockfin works for them. Of course, there's nobody there.
Rockfin?
Yeah. Rockfin is a video streaming service that caters to Derp.
Oh, right. Okay.
And they get a charge even. So you can't be a member. You can't subscribe to channels unless you pay.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, I think they have choices that there's pay videos and not pay videos and stuff. I don't know. I haven't looked, but yeah, but there's nobody there. YouTube has YouTube's milkshakes brings all the kids to the yard.
Damn right. It's better than theirs.
And Rockfin has nobody. So how are you going to get your new derpers? I mean, that's what they're whining about. So, all right. Stringer News 1 says the reason why there have been no north-south circumnavigations is because you start going the other direction after halfway. Duh. It's true. You cross the pole and you're like, hey, we were going south. Now we're going north. What happened?
This is crazy.
Oh, this is good. Connell Silverfur says, I propose, as long as we're making up names for places, that the official name for the flat earth be referred to as Flatardia. I play with different ones. You got Flurfdopia.
Yeah. Derpville,
yeah. Planner Walk's game is called Flurfia.
Yeah.
McFlatty thinks he's the king of Flurfia for some reason.
McFly's a bit weird. He's scared to debate me. I've offered it several times.
I don't know. He wants to debate
maybe he'd
everybody.
debate me for a charity. Who knows?
Yeah. But only on Oakley's channel.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you could get Flatty to be like a panel member on Oakley's channel, that would be amazing.
McFlatty tried to make an appearance on the 24/7 Discord server, and he was booted.
Oh dear. I think Oakley's stupid enough that he would let McFlatty become a regular panel member. You got a voice changer, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Let's. Oh, up in the upper right it says visual concept. Oh, visual concept.
Wait, hold on. I'm sensing a bit of double standards here. How many times have we heard Flurfs complain when NASA put out a concept image? Look at the cartoons.
Oh, they have cartoons. Oh,
yeah, so why is it when I Google flat Earth, I can only ever find cartoons?
Let's see. David Brock says that he's a gnome paladin in does he play on the Monday game with
possibly?
Huh? Can I be a hobo? That's what my class is going to be. Let's
if that's available, we can see what happens. Yeah,
and
I'm an angry little dwarf that's very drunk and pees on everybody.
All right, the race of the hobo, sloth
hobo.
All right. Oh, Harold says NASA manufactures all compasses, telescopes, and cameras, so they secretly embed the globular manipulation technology.
I mean, you're being sarcastic, Harold, but the thing is, I've been arguing with a flat earther on Facebook today that insists that NASA put microchips in all telescopes.
There's one on TikTok saying that. He's like, well, you plug it into Ethernet, the telescope gets plugged into Ethernet. Seriously, that's what he says.
A telescope is a bunch of mirrors in a tube, dude.
It's
a bunch of lenses in a tube. That's all a telescope is.
Yeah, and this same
Where's
guy.
the Ethernet port?
The same guy. Yes. Hold on.
Does he think that telescopes didn't exist before the internet? Because we can look in telescopes now and see all the same things that we did before the internet existed.
Can you be that stupid? Yes, they can. They really are that stupid. All right, we better get playing.
Treaty that all of the world signed on to at the same time, and it's still in place. Antarctica is the container of our world oceans. What is beyond Antarctica?
Of course it is.
Why is the government hiding Antarctica from us?
They're
Why
not.
is Antarctica completely off limits, except for
No, it's not.
taking a tour of a little peninsula off of South America, which is nothing. And people go, well, you can go to Antarctica.
Well, we spent months trying to actually do it. I was going to send it.
Yeah, let's be honest here. If Alex Jones, that's who's on here. If Alex Jones called up anybody at Antarctica and said, "Hey, I want to go," they'd be like, "Oh, hell no. We don't want you here, Alex Jones. No, this is a nice place, and we want to
Alex Jones. Nice. No, who this? Wrong number."
But I don't know. It just and yeah, this was the Flurfs trying to get Alex Jones to be a Flurf.
Yeah.
And even Alex Jones, as horrible, vile, awful, and stupid as he is, he didn't bite. So
crew, they won't call back. You can't even go there. There's one peninsula where you look at penguins.
Exactly. And then you think, I have some friends that went to fucking South Pole. Yeah. They put them in that little fucking island with penguins. You can't just
saying you went to Antarctica and you walked around it. He's like being in New Jersey and saying you were chilling in California. It's fucking huge.
That's the worst analogy I've ever heard.
Yes, that is quite horrible. But so now we played this the other day. I'm going to grab it right now. Again. You played
just out of interest, before you play that, how many minutes are we now into the hour-long movie?
13.
So we're a good 20% through. How much scientific evidence has there been so far?
So far, none. But I'm sure it's coming.
Oh, that's strange.
Definitely coming.
Maybe they're saving it for the end.
Yes.
Right.
That would be. No, they're not. All right. Where'd it go?
And so far, I'm not seeing how this is, a movie or something that they should be proud of editing together in any way.
It's their propaganda, right? This is them trying to get new derpy followers.
I don't understand how this would get someone followers right now.
Well, people are dumb.
Oh, that's true.
It doesn't matter. There's still going to be the bottom 0.00001% of humans. And because there's 7 billion people, there's going to be a certain percentage that's a non-trivial percentage.
Sorry, my bad. I pressed the wrong button.
You want some tutoring on how to press buttons?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm looking for. There it is. So hold on a second. I need to mute you because.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting? Dude, I'm dating a first grader.
Nathan, I've told you before that's not appropriate. Okay.
Oh, Nathan. All right. So this music here is copyrighted. But here it is. These are buildings at the South Pole.
Oh, look at that.
These are really buildings at the South Pole. People go there. People live there year round.
And I can give you a paper of an experiment done in one of those buildings.
Is that the focal pendulum?
Yep.
I have that. Put it in the chat for everybody.
Here's the link to an experiment proving the Earth's rotation done in one of those buildings that Toon is showing. I think it's that one with the satellite dish on top. It's actually quite tall. It's
in the stairwell.
Yeah, it's like 3 levels high. So no one's ever been to Antarctica and no one's never been to the South Pole, except there's the buildings at the South Pole that they did experiments in proving the Earth rotates. Amazing. It's never been done though, right?
Yep. This one is not the that's not the where people live.
Is that?
I don't think.
Sure, it's one of those buildings that you're showing though.
Yeah, it's because it's not far.
No.
It's cold, so you don't just do nothing, just walk around and do nothing. So this is Robert Schwartz who did this, and he spent several. That might be kind of far away. That might be it there.
Yeah. Well, and right in the distance there.
So so people have been there and they're hiring. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if they, you need to have some certain skills. And I don't know for the flat earthers exactly how many taste testers for urinal cakes that they need there. So you might not have the skill set they're looking for.
No, yeah. I mean, they need chefs and stuff, I guess. But to be honest, would you want a flat earther making your food?
No, I would not.
No.
And half of them would flavor it with something that they made themselves.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's good for you.
Nope. I don't.
I want to be a urinator.
Yep.
All right, Santos.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Oh, I found a video of him talking how he's like basically coming clean. He's like, I feel bad. I haven't been drinking enough of that lately. Like, oh my gosh.
So ashamed of you, Santos. Santos, what have you been up to?
I'm masturbating.
Right. Oh, okay then.
Connell Silverfur says they're turning the freaking frogs gay, says Alex Jones. And then the rabbit says, I've been here for the last 45 minutes. Did I show up late for the evidence of the flat waffle earth? No, tell you what,
I went to the toilet.
I'm sure.
Okay, Santos.
I'm sure it's coming. All right, let's look for.
I think I'm stupid.
All right, we're gonna jump up to.
Flat earthers are demented.
So this is their only evidence of the military stopping boats or stopping people from going to the Antarctic.
5 minutes. Australian.
Traveling too far south.
Navy ship. Bad boys.
Now look what they're wearing. They're on a boat.
Is it? The turret is turning our way. The turret's turning at us.
Boy, we should hide Adrian in case they think we're wrong.
Look at that guy. He's wearing a thin shirt.
So what they're saying, the turret's turning at us. Where's the boat with the turret that's turning at them?
Right there. It's a battleship.
Right.
Look at that. That guy right there wearing a short sleeve shirt. Do you believe for 1 second that they are anywhere near Antarctica?
No. That looks pretty warm to me.
How incredibly gullible do you have to be as a flat earther to watch this video and then say, oh, look, they got picked up for going to Antarctica? No, flat earthers.
Well, do they attempt, I know the answer before I say this, but do they attempt to provide any evidence that this was going too far south towards Antarctica?
No, of course not.
No.
So
no.
I do think that the guy who is in charge of this boat had said he was going to go to Antarctica, but also there was a warrant for somebody's arrest or somebody was fleeing the country, something like that. There was something going on that was certainly a lot more than Antarctica. But yeah, this guy's wearing a short sleeve shirt. They're nowhere near Antarctica. Not even in summer.
Because it's fucking cold there.
We're going that way.
We're just traversing. Is there a helicopter coming at us now?
So it's my understanding that this particular thing there was a section of the ocean where they were doing military maneuvers. And they're not letting people in for safety.
Yeah, because they test weapons and explosions and stuff.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a very thoughtful thing to do? Say, look, you can't come in here. We don't want you to die accidentally.
Rachbot has got a very good point in the chat. Where's the ice wall?
Yeah, and so they must think how dumb you would have to be. Hey, flat earthers, you are so stupid. Do you think that there are warships like that ringed all the way around your 60,000 mile circumference? Where are they? Who feeds them?
There'd have to be a lot of them.
How many people? Where is the budget for this? Because you don't get to hide it in NASA's budget.
Which is, public.
And not that big compared to the military. None of it makes sense, but the indoctrination is easy for flat earthers.
I don't know.
Just travel, just go.
Just go.
Send out the chopper.
That's a drone. Is it? That's unreal.
When people say, why the lie? One of the main answers is they're hiding more land.
What if we can truly become free? The whole reason for this is because of more land. Because think about it.
No, it's not.
If there's more real estate, if there's more resources, natural resources, if there's more food for our starving children, if there's more space, more room for us to get away from the child sex.
All right. And yeah, I paused it just in time there because he's totally into the Q nonsense. So, all right. 21:45. All right.
Toon, I'm going to send you a link. I think I found where Tanner buys his clothes.
Okay. All right, here we go. This now they get to the north, the Arctic.
Special trip.
Here, guys. Here's
my
where Tanner buys
father
his
and my
clothes.
grandpa Sinclair up to the North Pole. It was a very glamorous destination. I figured I was finally going to be let into the reason for the existence of this high security Arctic base.
Yeah, get on with it, buddy.
That was exactly right. We drove slowly through and past the buildings on a special top secret mission. And
why do you talk so slowly?
When I understood just how powerful and wonderful my father was.
The North Pole is a biggie.
Oh my gosh.
It's always been in my mind. I've juggled with the idea, is there hidden land? Could they have possibly hidden a continent in the Arctic Ocean, which is seemingly an ocean? They could hide land there. Many old maps will show you the Hyperborean, 4 continents, and in the center, Axis Mundi. And I think that is what's there. I think there is Mount Meru. And I think that gives off an acoustic device.
There's definitely something special going on up there. And if you just think, think about it.
It gives off an acoustic device.
Sorry, what gives off an acoustic device?
The North Pole Mount Meru gives off, he says, an acoustic device.
I mean, those are words, okay? They're all of those individually, right? They're words, but I don't know if he put them together in the right order.
Oh my gosh. An acoustic device. Tell us you know nothing about acoustics.
So the mountain gives off a device that is acoustic.
Yeah, the mountain does.
So what is the acoustic device?
No, never mind. These are not the droids you're looking for. Yes.
Did he mean like, a musical instrument?
I've got an acoustic device right here.
Yeah.
I've got one.
There's mine.
I've got one in each ear. All right. Yeah. This part, this is the dumbest part.
Oh God, I'm not ready.
Not that long enough. Why do compasses point north? I mean, that's really wild in itself.
No,
what
it's
if we
not.
all took our compasses out and just followed them?
No, listen.
Until it stops.
A compass will always point north, towards the magnetic north. There's some kind of force or some type of energy, frequency, vibration that's pulling that needle to the north.
It's crazy to think that all compasses are pointing north.
No, it's not.
No compass points south.
They all point south.
South Pole.
They all point south. All compasses point south and north. Oh my gosh, he's so stupid.
Are they not aware that there's actually compasses that are specifically for use in the southern hemisphere?
No, it's worse than that, Craig. He doesn't realize that the part of the compass that's opposite the north part is the part pointing south.
And they're describing how compasses work. There's some kind of energy. There's some kind of force. whilst putting a compass around a magnet that's making the compass point towards it.
Stupid. You're so stupid.
I can't.
We gotta listen to that again. I told you this was his dumbest part.
I wasn't ready.
It's just so
really wild in itself. What if we all took our compasses out and just followed them until it stopped?
A compass will always point north, towards the magnetic north. There's some kind of force or some type of energy, frequency, vibration that's pulling that needle to the north.
It's crazy to think that all compasses are pointing north to the North Pole. No compass points south. There is no South Pole. There's no compass that's going to go south. And no, it's come pass. Come to the north.
No, it's not.
There's something there.
No.
I think we can all agree there's something there.
I actually can't.
And it's crazy that they cover it up. They've covered it up for so long.
There's ancient civilizations, the Nordics. There's people have talked about, the Rupert Nigra, the Mount Meru, the giant magnet.
Okay, all right. You got to take a break for a second and look at his wardrobe. Right there.
Yep, this is exactly where Tanner buys his clothes.
Oh, look at that. He got a little cap gun too.
I mean, considering he's a millionaire, he's buying stuff that's pretty cheap, right? It's only $16.99.
Hey, you don't get to a millionaire by spending too much, do you?
Oh.
Seriously, these people want us to take them. They want us to take them seriously, and they don't even realize that there's two sides to a compass. Oh, and then they play word games. Come pass. No.
But how is come pass supposed to mean north?
Come north. I don't know. Why doesn't it mean come south? And then he actually said in public on a video that he edited himself.
They let him record it, and then they had to play it back.
There's no they. He recorded it.
Yeah.
That was him. He
said edited it himself
on his own video. Listen, Sean Hibbler, on your own video, you said that compasses only point north. On purpose, you said that. Then you said, brilliantly, you said there's no South Pole. Oh. All right.
Jesus Christ. Oh my. I want to apologize to everybody watching. It's like 240 of you. If we did not give you a facepalm warning and you've injured yourself in any way, all medical bills can be sent to mctune@gmail.com.
Oh, jeez. Well, so.
Oh my. Holy crap, seriously.
That's not the right one. He's like, there's no, I can't believe he actually just said it on purpose.
Like in real life.
Yeah,
you know?
in real, not on accident.
I just need to check. This isn't a parody like, the Paul Logan thing or the Mr. Beast thing. This is supposed to be promoting the Flat Earth, right?
I think they're trying to promote it, yeah.
And they just said that.
Yeah.
And they let it be in the movie.
Yeah.
And this isn't like a pre-release. This is what they've released, right?
Yep.
I don't need to do my job anymore. They're doing it for me.
They're so good at it. So, all right. I'm looking for, I want to get the map. All right, forget it. I'm not going to get it right now on the fly. But the map, there is a South Pole. It's a South magnetic pole. It's in the ocean between south of Australia. So there you go. All right, hold on a second. Moron says on the idea of flat earthers chefs, at least they make good word salad. Well, is it good or is it quantity? I don't know.
Lulo in China makes a good point. He says that he actually said the compass points at the North Pole, except it doesn't. it points in the magnetic North Pole, not the geographical North Pole.
Yeah. There's more dumb coming on this. Just all right. If you haven't already, move the monitor back, put on the face palm protection. You know the deal. Pivot Cyroy says no compass ever points south. Tune in FTFE. You owe me money for the hospital after the brain damage I just received.
I'm very sorry. I did say at the beginning that I hadn't had a chance to watch this yet, so that was new to me as well.
Here's the thing. He can't unsay that. I have a copy of this already.
Yeah.
I mean, he could...
There's 200 plus people watching. They just saw him say it.
He could realize, oh no, what did I do? Why did I say such a stupid thing? He can't undo it. It's done. It's
recorded for history. Aliens could see that.
Yes.
I mean, if they do, they're definitely never making contact.
I think their antivirus malware protection software probably will scan it and say, oh, and no, you're not gonna. That's not allowed on our computers. All right.
Yeah, just like PAL refuses to allow any data pertaining to Daniel Pratt to be stored.
I don't blame PAL. How's PAL doing? Never mind.
She said something about upgrading. I'm not sure.
Don't blame her. And I've not gotten any emails at all. Don't worry.
She doesn't use email. She uses the chip implant that NASA gave us all.
Sure, she doesn't. Anyway, Dora Nku says, tapping out. Where is my alcohol? Bye, cruel world. Dora, don't, Dora, don't.
No.
Stay away from the light.
I was thinking before we did this stream, what if I did a shot every time they said something stupid? Then I thought, I don't have enough alcohol and I don't want to die.
Oh, Adam L. I'm an hour late. What did I miss? All right, we got to start over.
Okay, well, no, why don't we just play that one bit again? Adam L., we're just going to play for you specifically.
No. 2 is enough. There's more.
No,
there's...
I think that deserves one more play.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Adam L., this is for you.
All right.
Move your monitor back, facepalm protection, Adam, and listen to this.
All right. That's Sean Hibbler, the guy that made the video on purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose.
He edited it. He watched it over and over.
Towards the magnetic north. There's some kind of force or some type of energy, frequency, vibration that's pulling that needle to the north.
It's crazy to think that all compasses are pointing north to the North Pole. No compass points south. There is no South Pole. There's no compass that's going to go south. And no, it's come to the north. There's something there. I think we could all agree there's something there. And it's crazy.
The North Pole.
They cover it up. They've covered it up for so long.
There's ancient civilizations, the Nordics. There's people have talked about, the Rupert Nigra,
there you go, Adam L.
Mount Meru, the giant magnetic mountain at the center.
An entire magnetic mass or a mountain that is strong enough to make everybody's compass point north.
When I was a kid in school, they showed us a National Geographic video of the guys that were getting to the North Pole, and they just basically made it look so horrible and miserable and dark and cold that no kid ever in his life would go, hey, I want to go to the North Pole.
So that's because that's what's there.
Oh, and I didn't have that on screen. Oh,
it's dark and cold and horrible. You would not want to go there.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry, but Derp just said that they're faking that it's cold and horrible at the Arctic to stop people go.
He was upset that. All right, I'll do it again.
Everybody's compass point north.
When I was a kid in school, they showed us a National Geographic video of the guys that were getting to the North Pole, and they just basically made it look so horrible and miserable and dark and cold that no kid ever in his life would go, hey, I want to go to the North Pole.
So
why would you want to? It's cold.
It's horrible.
And if you go in at the 6 months, half the year, it's dark. Here's Derp must actually think that it's not freezing at the North Pole.
You know what, Derp?
That's how dumb Derp is.
Go to the North Pole, dude. Do it. Go to the North Pole.
Just wear a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And
and you know, just chill for 6 months, and we'll come and check on you in 6 months. Okay.
Yep. Go there in September.
Yeah.
Come back in March.
We'll come and check on you around April or something.
Bring
March.
A backpack, a t-shirt, and your Crocs.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You might need a fire for at night when it gets really, a little bit cold, but you should be fine.
Forage around for some trees.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I bet there's an abundance of food there, Derp. You'll be absolutely fine. And if you can't find any food, there's always plenty of polar bears that could,
and penguins.
And
penguins.
No, they're in the south.
No, in Derp's mind, there's penguins there.
Yeah, Eric Debay did say there was penguins at the North Pole. So, wait, is this not an Eric Debay production? I haven't seen Eric
He's
yet.
not involved. They kicked him out.
Really? They did? Eric Debay, he was the spokesperson for the first one.
Dubay was the one voted out of Flirtopia.
Oh my.
Well, they had to make room for the token girl. All right. You got to hear.
If you watch any documentary about the North Pole or anybody venturing to the North Pole, all you're going to find is some dude mobbing on an ice sheet.
There.
And he's got a little device in his hand. He's like, 3, 2, 1, North Pole. And that's not the North Pole, man. That's bullshit.
Any evidence that's bullshit?
Wow. Such strong evidence.
Right. So let's just go through that a sec. Right. So there's a video of someone with lots of snow and ice struggling with a device that's showing him he's at the North Pole. And that's bullshit. Yet they show a video of someone on a boat wearing a t-shirt and shorts, claiming they're being turned away from Antarctica, and we're just supposed to believe it.
Yeah. All right. They don't care about evidence. We know this, Craig. We know. All right. 25. 49.
Right. So we're 25 minutes in. We're like a quarter of the way through. So how many bits of scientific evidence has there been so far?
Well, ODD just did drop his biggest one.
The people at the North Pole it's bullshit.
That one, yeah.
Right.
Just the 2 words.
So what was the independent variable there?
Wrong sect of flurfism. This isn't the independent variable sect of flurfism. All right, here we go.
Yeah, ODD definitely dropped something.
I think that there's possibly a North Pole hole part of the electromagnetic.
A North Pole hole, says Martin Lidke.
Taurus, which gives off a green light, which you see as the Northern Lights.
What about the Southern Lights?
And those Northern Lights I can sometimes see from where I live in Scotland. So how is a hole at the North Pole? Which, let's talk about the fact that the Earth's flat. So where's the fucking hole going?
Well, they get to that. No spoilers.
The North Pole is the center of the Earth. It is a
Gary Wybenga, this is your cult religion.
Hyperbola.
Right, rewind that. I missed what you said.
The North Pole is the center of the Earth. It is a hyperbola.
Hyperbola.
It's a hyperbola.
He doesn't know what a hyperbola is. He doesn't know what a hyperbola is.
The North Pole is a hyperbola.
Yeah, it's a conic section. Hyperbola is a conic section. Like a parabola, except it has asymptotes. Yeah. Yeah. You keep saying that word. It doesn't mean what you think it means.
Because we live in a toroidal field solar system.
We live in a solar system?
A toroidal
Santos,
field.
we live in a...
Look at this. He's got it's boobs.
Oh God, he's doing his...
He's got boobs. He just wanted to draw boobs.
You've just got your channel deleted. That's clearly boobs. This is the guy that when I was debating him, told me that the model of the universe it is the atom.
No,
and
atom,
and every atom has neutrons and protons. And also now the North Pole is a hyperbola.
He probably will swap in hyperbole here in a second. He doesn't know what hyperbola is.
Let me look at this diagram. We've got dielectric, magnetic, electric.
Yes.
Yeah, those are 3 words. They're definitely 3 words.
Ooh, centrifugal and divergent. Centrifugal is the
centrifugal divergent.
Centrifugal is a result of motion, and he says there is none. He's a little confused.
Got torso, tab, torus, tora, rotate.
Well, he's just playing with words there.
Energy, greenery / what looks like a flower, and then underneath it says lamp, Rev 2123.
Revelation 2123.
And then at the bottom, I think he's tried to write hell, but he's put an extra E for some reason.
Yeah, good job. His mommy didn't teach him that word yet.
Next to hell is Capricorn, but the other side of that circle is Cancer. I don't know about you, but this all makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it's pretty solid there. Yep.
So let's look at the diagram on the right.
I'm sure he
yin
published
yang.
This.
Yeah. So the diagram on the right, we've now got electrolysis in the middle with an L and a squiggle.
Ooh, there's a uterus on the left side.
Well, we've got a yin yang with dichotomy and magnetical something, and then underneath it says hyperbole. I'm pretty sure underneath that it also says phallus for some reason.
It does look like that. Oh.
Yeah. And then he's got the word atom, and then the word atom spelt differently.
Good job.
Did he have a stroke when he was writing this, or?
Oh my gosh, it's just random crap. It's like he's a random word generator. All right. Pivot Cyroy says, just sending out a quick thanks. You're making my night shift. Well, not less painful since we're listening to Flurfs, but certainly more hilarious. I'm glad to share the derpery.
I'm just trying to get over the hyperbole phallus.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
We're going to get into hyperbole phalluses.
Yeah.
This isn't your OnlyFans page tune.
Nope.
This is the YouTube.
Yeah, just wait. Yep. All right. Connell Silver says Santa looks so sad without his magical elf friend.
You call me elf again, you're gonna see. You're gonna see what's gonna happen to you.
You've got to clip that with the scene from the movie Elf, where
yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right.
I'm masturbating.
Okay.
Stop. How many times can you do it there, Santos? All right.
This morning, I went to the toilet.
Okay.
There must be a plane of inertia intersecting it in the middle.
He doesn't know what plane of inertia means.
And there must be a hyperbola.
There must be a hyperbola. He doesn't know what a hyperbola is. But here's his derpy map again with the extra
electromagnetic dome.
He's just made up stuff.
Hourglass in the middle. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, it calls this Mount Meru. And why are we not allowed to go anywhere near there? Well, simply because you cannot go there.
You actually can go there. There's an annual marathon around the North Pole.
Yeah, there's not an Arctic treaty. So you can't even complain about that. There's literally nothing stopping you going to the Arctic at all, ever. I mean, you'll probably die. I'm not going to discourage you going, but you will probably die.
Well, he's got a hat. He can wear his hat to keep him warm, and he's got pyramids. See that?
Yeah. And did they not have lapel mics that weren't so heavy that it stretched half his t-shirt down?
What? That's his best shirt. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh.
It is a magnetic toroidal hyperbola.
He keeps saying that word.
It's a magnetic toroidal
There is no way
hyperbola.
that you can fly anywhere near the North Pole in the center of the Earth.
You can.
Admiral Richard Byrd said he...
All right, this idiot right here, right, who buys these clothes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tanner.
This idiot right here says he's got money. Go charter a plane, fly to the North Pole, and go see what you find there. Nobody's going to stop you. Buy the plane. Get the best flat earth pilot. There are none. There's no flat earth pilots that are... I mean, there's like regional area that have never left their sectional chart.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, hold on. I gotta compose myself. All right, Tanner, go hire all the flat earth pilots that everybody says when you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get through it. When they do the video where the pilots are taking the piss, when they're like, hey pilots, I want to talk about flat earth. The pilot's like, oh crap, another one of these crazies. Yes, yes, sir, little boy. Oh, yes, little boy. That's good. That's good. Whatever you say, little boy. Get those.
Hey, pilot, do you adjust for the curve? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Earth's flat.
All right.
I just want to point out, right? Put that picture up. Put the screen up again of him, right? He's got to get up every morning, look in the mirror, and go, yeah, that looks okay. I'll go with that stash.
That's what I'll do.
That works, but that's what I'll go outside with and let people see me as.
Anyway, this guy could go get one of those pilots that don't actually exist, but go hire one of them. Tell him, hey, I'll pay you double what you're getting paid right now. We're going to go land at the North Pole, and I'm going to buy a plane, and we're going to do it. Yay! If he was a millionaire and really wanted to test his beliefs, he would. Now, I have been speaking with a flat earther that does have some money and has been trying to test his beliefs. And if that happens, then that'll be awesome. And I don't know if he wants me to say.
Well, if he ever tests his belief, he won't be a flat earther anymore.
Very true. So, well, there is Bob Super Noodle Doodle, who tested his belief, and what did he find? Oh yeah, he found the Earth was rotating.
How much was it rotating? I forget.
It would be a 15 degree per hour drift.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Okay. Pivot Cyroy says, yeah, the vacuum cleaner just short circuited from the amount of stupid in this video. Oh well, saves me a ton of work. Okay.
Hey, Del, I was wondering, have you seen any scientific evidence in this yet? No. Right. No.
All right. Oh, oops.
Found more land, in the north as well as the south. There's a book called The Smoky God of a Father and Son that ended up...
My guess is this is fiction. Let's look it up here.
The Smoky God.
And look, and the font. That's Curls with a Z.
And that was released as a book. The editors looked at that and went, yeah, that's what we're going to go with.
Oh my. It's presented as a true account written by George Willis Emerson in 1908. Which describes the adventures of Olaf Jansen, a Norwegian sailor who sailed with his father through an entrance into the Earth's interior at the North Pole. Wow, it doesn't claim to be fiction. Certainly it is fiction. But if they're going to take, eyewitness testimony, there's been 600 people to space. So there's that.
Uh-huh.
Up finding more land in a race of giants with technology beyond your wildest imagination. Cartographers have charted, maps with land in the center, where all compasses point.
there's just a lot of evidence pointing to more land. So yeah, 100%.
No, there's not. There's none at all.
There's more land at the north.
Ancient maps are not evidence.
It's just as heavily guarded as the south.
No,
no, it's not.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot that he said that.
Make him stop. Please just make him stop.
I'm going to make him do it again.
Imagination. Cartographers have charted, maps with land in the center, where all compasses point. There's just a lot of evidence pointing to more land. So yeah, 100%. I would put my life on it. There's more land at the north. It's just as heavily guarded as the south.
He'd put his life on it. That's how indoctrinated that idiot is. He'd put his life on it because some old maps.
So, is Eric Dubé smart or something? Because he was in the first movie.
He was kicked
and
off.
This one is.
He was too.
I know. This is incredibly so much more dumb than the first one. Did Eric Dubé make the first one smarter?
I don't know. No, here's what happened. I'll tell you what happened. I know what happened.
Okay.
You know who funded this?
Flat Earth Millionaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know who is the videographer? That's this guy, Sean Hibbler.
Hibbler. Yeah.
And you've got ODD. And you've got Martin Lidkey. Now, I don't know about Sean, but I suspect they are all blood over intent occultists.
Right.
They all are. I have video of it's still Flat Earth Millionaire's channel got deleted, but I have the video of him doing his blood over intent cult thing. ODD has done some things with has talked with Flat Earth Paradise. So I don't have screenshots or anything, but Flat Earth Paradise, Devin Maggi, is a big time blood over intent guy. Santos is into that crap, and Martin Lidkey has interviewed Quasi-Luminous. Quasi-Luminous is the guy that says, he literally claims that he is Lucifer. He is the one, but to the best of my knowledge, that invented the blood over intent blood magic ceremony.
I'm confused. Flat Earth's been telling me I'm Lucifer.
Yeah. So he claims that he has the Spear of Destiny. The Spear of Destiny is the spear that pierced Jesus' side. He claims that he has it. A plumber in Florida. That's right.
Who is Lucifer has the Spear of Destiny.
Literally, his channel name is Mr. Satan. That's the name of his channel. That's one of his channel. The other is Quasi-Luminous.
And he's a flat earther.
He is a flat earther, and he is Tanner Stewart's Papa Flurf. He is, I think, Dubé, ODD, Martin Ludkey's Papa Flurf. Probably Sean Hibbler's Papa Flurf. This guy, that's what this movie is these people are the ones that Tanner picked because they are blood over intent cultists like he is. That's why
Dubé isn't.
That's why he had a falling out with Nathan Thompson, because Nathan wasn't into that. That's what I think this movie is about, and that's why I think Dubé's not in it. Well, actually, I don't think Dubé's not in it because of that, because I do think that Dubé is into that as well. Because there are some of his videos where he talks about the Black Sun, which is definitely from Quasi-Luminous, and other things that are totally in line with Quasi-Luminous. So, that is what I think.
It's insane.
The people in this movie, that's who they are, and that's why this set of people in this movie were selected. So, I might do something specifically addressing that particular part of these people.
Yeah.
In a separate video. So there you
go. Go check the north, and let me go check. I'll take some pictures and videos and come back. You're not even gonna get that close.
Of course you are.
You're gonna be
any evidence
around,
of that?
Same as the south.
Nobody's there.
All the way up until the 1600s, they had 4 land masses around the north.
You know why? Because mythology and nobody had been there to see what was there.
Yeah, they just made shit up.
Yeah. It's just mythology.
Pole region, and right after the 1600s is when it slowly started disappearing until finally it was all gone.
Oh, when they started mapping stuff.
You can verify this for yourself if you just go back before the 1600s and look at maps of all sorts. You'll see these land masses on each one, and then sure thing, these land masses just started being deleted from history.
He wants us to go back to the 1600s.
Yeah, they want to go. They want to go to the Dark Ages. There's no.
Is your time machine finished yet? Can we do that?
My friend has the DeLorean, but he doesn't let me use it anymore just because I want to.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. We'll just ask NASA for theirs.
If we sit back and observe all of this evidence, this eyewitness testimony,
all of the eyewitness testimony, they've cited exactly none. No eyewitness testimony was presented here.
No, not at all.
He claimed, Tanner here claimed, that Robert Admiral Byrd said that there were more lands north. I don't know if he said that. Robert Byrd did say that there was something the size of the United States on the other side of the South Pole. And yes, that's true. The rest of Antarctica on the other side of the pole is the size of America. Whoop-de-doo.
The verdict would come back guilty.
No.
It would come back guilty.
Oh my gosh. The zero. I would like to first call the testimony nobody. Okay, I rest my case.
Okay. You are moving 1,000 miles an hour.
No.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna skip this. They just play this whole sequence, and it's just dumb.
So they just play Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about science.
Yes, and then they
with
go,
no context,
and then they go and not understand science. Yeah. Let's see what's next. Then they complain. Oh, they have a little cry about the Netflix mockumentary. Let's see, 34:28. Oh, they just have a little cry. Oh, I got to show you this. This is painful.
And your senses will tell you that, nothing is moving.
As if your senses are better than an actual. Yeah,
how good are our senses, Toon? What have we got to wear on our face to help our senses?
I don't know, but maybe build a house using only your senses. Don't use a tape measure, because your senses are better than a tape measure.
We, stationary earthers, we have science, real science, on our side.
No.
Sorry, 32 minutes into this 1 hour movie, how much real science have they shown?
None so far.
Sorry, none.
And they have
that can't be right.
This absolute idiot claiming that they have science when he doesn't know what a hyperbola is. Gosh.
And the Globies have pseudoscience. In fact, all they have is Einstein saying, I have come to believe.
All they have. That's all they have, he says.
That no optical experiment can prove that the Earth is moving. And yet, the Earth is moving.
Science!
Yeah, Albert Einstein. I always recommend people go watch Albert Einstein in his interviews. He's reading cue cards.
So?
He's reading notes.
And
that
I use a
handed him.
teleprompter.
How does that... This is what they think is evidence.
Kind of like people on TV nowadays.
There is no optical experiment ever been conducted that can prove that the Earth is moving.
I don't think he knows what an optical experiment is.
Oh dear, he does not. He doesn't know anything, of course.
No. mctoon/spin. mctoon.net/spin. Yeah.
There it is. And he says there's no experiments. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, he could just ask, I don't know, what was his name? Bob something or other. He did some kind of experiment,
8,
right?
I think so. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14! That's just a short list. If you look at the citations in each one of these, you'll find more. If you look at what has cited these, you'll find more. I think within half an hour, if you wanted, you could top 200 different experiments that measured the rotation of the Earth. And he had, what was his science that he referenced? He said he had science, but he didn't give a citation for
He said us stationary earthers have science and then showed absolutely no science.
I'm sure that he's about to present the science.
He's just talked about it. So here comes the science. Right, I see.
Before he got to it. Here we go.
Sorry, Santos.
The Earth is spinning at 1,040 miles an hour. You can't feel it.
Wait, somebody else. Hold on. Wait a second. I'll replay what he said. Hold on.
Kind of like people on TV nowadays.
There is no optical experiment ever been conducted.
Well, except for these right here. Like how to detect the Chandler and annual wobble of the Earth with a large ring laser gyroscope. Turns out that's optical. So
you know what? When I take over the world, everyone that says the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour, they die first.
It's fair. It's a fair cop.
That can prove that the Earth is moving.
The Earth is spinning at 1,040 miles an hour. You can't feel it. You can't measure it. You can't observe it. You can't repeat it. But trust us, there's not one experiment that shows the Earth is spinning or moving.
Seriously, these idiots never try. They never looked up any experiments.
My last episode of Earth's Idiots was literally all about an experiment that shows the Earth is spinning, which Daniel Pratt misunderstood and said wasn't an experiment because he doesn't know what science is.
Yeah. All right. So Tanner Stewart, I have on my website 14, just a short sampling, 14 experiments that measured the rotation of the Earth. You boldly proclaimed that there were none. You are just ignorant. You did not look. How about the next time you go to make a claim, you look? Have you never heard other flat earthers say, do your own research? Clearly, you did not.
Hey, Santos. So, did you ever go and look for the science you're talking about, or were you busy? Were you doing something?
I'm masturbating.
Oh my gosh, Santos.
Right.
Still,
yeah. That's why he didn't give the science. He was too busy doing that.
Eventually, he'll get to peak and then move on to, I don't know. All right.
Get to the vinegar strokes.
Whatsoever. There is, however, an experiment that was proven in Behind the Curve.
Bob Nodell was talking about the ring laser gyro, showing that there is apparent 15 degrees drift throughout most of the day.
When we turned on that
the whole day, not through most of the day.
That we were picking up a drift.
How much, Bob?
A 15 degree per hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
This was taken out of context. It was
no, it wasn't.
It was perfectly in context.
The experiment was done at a higher altitude, and it showed a different rotation speed.
Except he's never shown evidence of that.
The Earth that's moving. That it's.
If there's a different rotation speed, you know what you can conclude from that? One of two things: either the instrument had an error, or that the Earth is still rotating. You could not conclude that because it measured rotation but a different quantity, that it's not rotating. That's not one of the options that you could conclude.
I'll give a flat earther 500 quid if they can show me the data that Bob recorded showing that the gyroscope picked up a higher rotation at higher elevations. Because I've been asking, it's a claim I hear all the time, but not once has anyone ever shown me the data that they recorded that would show that to be the case.
This is, it's so nice that Derp was able to film this in his new girlfriend's attic.
Yeah,
Ms. Sargent is very.
Oh,
very
look at
generous.
Derp in that screenshot. He's so happy with his new dentures.
Hey, he doesn't look a day over 120.
The ether that is spinning above us.
Netflix is mainstream. Netflix is the alternative mainstream narrative. Netflix can't go against the grain. They'll lose their contract.
A documentary, like a mockumentary. I'm sure someone watched our movie and was like, whoever made this movie is a government shill. And
sure. I don't think Netflix worked for the government. Sorry.
This must be the people that did it. All right. I'm gonna there it is. 3024. Oh, we're past that. Okay.
I mean, I think I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah, no one asked Santos. Sorry.
All right.
You flat earthers are demented.
We gotta stop letting Santos on these streams with us.
Oh, I know. All right.
If you think after watching this that the earth is flat, then you're a degenerate.
All right, here is
curvature.
Calm down.
Seen at all.
Then we have Michelson, Morley, and Sagnac in the early 1900s. With their interferometers.
Listen what he says, what he claims that the tests did.
Using light instead of telescopes this time. And with their interferometer experiments, they proved that the ether over the Earth, the field, is moving and the Earth is stationary.
Santos,
I mean,
where in that paper did they write that? Because I've read the entire publication multiple times.
Yeah, me too. And I'm pretty sure it kind of says the opposite of that.
It does absolutely say the opposite, Santos.
Yeah.
Why? It's sad when, I mean, it's not sad. It's funny. Let's say it's funny. It's funny because they're so bad that when they have no evidence, they have to just make up stuff and lie. That's not what it says at all. There, Santos. Not at all. But he doubles down on the lies. Here, listen.
We also had Michelson Gale. They did an experiment in the 1930s and proved that the Earth is stationary.
Not at all.
No, they didn't.
100% the opposite.
Yeah, absolutely 100% the opposite.
And again, on my website, mc2.net/relativity, you can find Aries Failure, Michelson Morley, Eddington 1919, and Michelson Gale right there.
Right. So Santos has now been shown some science, but then just lying about it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean,
you got to lie.
The displacement of the fringes due to Earth's rotation was measured on many different days with complete readjustments of the mirrors, with the reflected image sometimes on the right and sometimes on the left of the transmitted image, and by different observers. Huh. Due to Earth's rotation. Weird.
So Santos, why did you have to lie about what the Michelson-Gale experiment concluded? None of what you said is what they actually wrote. You invented
things. Gotta lie to Flurf.
You invented things and then just said them because it fit your religion, your flat earth cult religion. How sad. How sad. What a terrible person he has to be.
What a sad, lonely person he has to be. The only person that ever looks at him with love is that elf that sits next to him.
I know. They've got a good thing though. It's love is love.
One of the greatest science experiments of all time, in my opinion, is from Marconi. Marconi in 19.
All right, this Sean Hibbler, who doesn't know anything about the topic. And just a second here, just so you know, I did study this topic a little bit.
Just a bit.
This is my book from when I was studying electrical engineering, so just a little. I'm being serious. I don't know a lot. I know a little. And Hibbler knows nothing.
1901 set up transmitters to send radio waves, like signals, wireless signals across the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, okay? So he has one set up in Europe and one set up in Canada, okay? And they're sending signals. I think the letter S was the first one.
So here they do the Flurf map, which of course is labeled as a projection of the globe.
Boom.
Yeah.
And it worked. Almost 2,000 miles across the ocean, they got the signal. There is no curvature.
Well, they
You're
did.
talking about
They did.
600 miles of curvature between the 2 points.
Not for the reason that he thinks.
But it worked. Because all water's level.
He's right.
I don't
Water
even know if
does
he was
tend to
trying
be level, yes.
Talk about.
Okay, so to be clear, only certain frequencies do that, and the reason why is because they bounce off the ionosphere, and only certain
Boing,
frequencies
boing, boing,
bounce. And he knew that. Marconi knew that, and they specifically chose frequencies that would do that. So, gotta light a flurf.
Gotta light a flurf. It's the only way.
About that at the time. It was just more about his technology that he was coming out with. And have you learned about that in school? No.
Then we have
You didn't go to school, so how would you know?
Well, you wouldn't learn about that in school unless you were studying radio propagation. Then you would. Oh, I did.
Ina, a colleague of Marconi.
Oh, this guy. This guy who just points at things in the lab.
And before he died, he showed people in his laboratory how the Earth is stationary. You can go to my channel,
he showed this to me in our debate.
Astrotheology, and you can see videos of
Like, what's the mechanism? Oh, just watch.
Yeah,
the
it looks
guy.
like a carnival ride. I'm 100% convinced it's a carnival ride.
Oh, and there, and here is this.
Oh, this light's flashing, so the Earth's stationary.
And then this spins. And I turn the switch over here. What is any of that doing? Why would anybody think that that was meaningful?
Excuse me.
Oh, I got one. I got from Connell Silver for $5. Says Mary Shelley first presented Frankenstein as a true story. It's a great storytelling device. Doesn't mean this story is actually true, however.
No.
You would want a little bit of confirmation to believe something.
Yeah. Just like War of the Worlds was kind of done as like a radio show that people thought was real.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. It certainly wasn't. The Martians didn't invade. We'd remember that kind of thing.
Don't. Crap. Now I gotta hold on a second. Craig, you got your sunglasses? All right, hold on just a second here. All right. You don't, sometimes you just make mistakes and you say things that you shouldn't say, you know. So all right, here we go. All right, what were we talking about?
We done? We good? How stupid flat earthers are.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah.
It's close.
That was close, yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. So all right. Let's play a little more of this derp here.
Mr. Pierluigi Igina proving in his laboratory with strobe lights how you can prove quite easily that the Earth is stationary.
Every scientific
What was the mechanism? I don't know.
experiment throughout time looking for axial rotation or curvature has proven the opposite.
Oh,
incorrect.
There goes more lies.
Wait.
Something's gone wacky here. There we go. I'm back. I think I had a network drop.
I thought it was me.
No,
It is.
it was me. The output went to 0. My BPS went to 0, but it's still here. All right, here we go. Let's listen again to Dearth making claims.
Earth is stationary.
Every scientific experiment throughout time looking for axial rotation or curvature has proven the opposite.
There it is.
Lie.
Dearth, what? When you debated Professor Dave Dearth, and he was not being kind to you, and you were getting hurt in the feels. Dearth, there's a reason for that.
5 times he called him a dick.
You Dearth, you're a horrible person. You just lied. Why do you have to lie about everything, Dearth? You just lie. It's easy. If you had done any research, you've been a flurf leader for how long, and you never once looked up the actual results of some of these experiments? Never once? And you would make this ridiculous claim like that? Why? How stupid are you, Dearth? Go to hell.
Because he's a liar.
Go to hell, Dearth.
Oh, talking about Dearth. I don't know if you can see that, but on the trailer for his this movie, comments are turned off.
Oh, on Dearth's channel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dearth doesn't like critical comments. It hurts him in the feels.
Hurts him in the feels. Yeah. And it's weird. Every time I leave a comment on his channel, it gets deleted.
How does that happen? Weird.
They don't teach this in schools.
They don't teach it in school because it's not true.
Any observation, when you go outside on a calm morning, you can see a perfectly glass lake.
Oh, hold on. Let's go back and see if that's a perfectly glass lake.
The observation, when you...
Uh-oh, look at that. If you look close, you can see ripples. That's not perfectly
Weird.
glass. Hey, the rotation, we claim the curvature of the Earth is 1 degree of a curve for every about 70 miles. So
9.1.
So Dearth, on a lake that's not that big, that has less than 1 degree of curvature, what obstacle instrument are you using that is capable of identifying a curvature rate of less than 1 degree? What device? Oh, just your eyes? Sorry, your eyes can't do it. What? It's like they don't actually want to have intelligent people or have a smart discussion, or they want to actually be serious. They're grasping at this stuff that they know is ridiculous. They have to. You can't be so stupid to think that the Earth, being a globe of the size that we say it is, you would see a curved lake. Why would you think that? We don't say it's a 1 mile radius Earth.
No, we don't. We also don't live on a tube. Why can't we see the left-right curve? Because that's not how seeing things works.
Because you're zoomed way in. All right.
When you go outside on a calm morning, you can see a perfectly glass lake.
And then these examples. What are we seeing here? 100 feet wide?
And your senses will tell you that, nothing is moving.
We, stationary earthers, we have science, real...
All right, so we looped back.
So, again, he's saying he's got science.
Yeah, but then he doesn't cite it. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I'm surprised. But so you remember the video I sent you recently of the drone that the guy sent me?
Yes.
That channel has other proofs, like a curved surface mirror showing a pretty perfectly reflected image with no apparent distortion.
I think it's worth pulling that up. All right, let me scroll back to, there it is. Too far. There it is. I got it. All right, people, go say thank you to this guy.
Yeah, amazing stuff he does.
By subscribing to him, and maybe leave a comment saying, hey, that was really nice.
Yeah, that drone footage is bloody genius though, right?
So the claim is light can't reflect off a sphere like what we see in reality.
This whole thing. But he does an actual experiment here where he takes this mirror and he induces a bend on it using books, and you can see
in several different ways.
Yeah. And so he has it curved right here, this one direction. Don't worry, he tests both directions. And I'll jump ahead here. And whether or not you can see the light. So here it is, bent. It's curved. And look at that.
Oh. Doesn't look distorted. Looks, strange.
That's more than 1 degree of curve, and it's not
way more
super apparent.
Weird.
But now I like
curving way more than the Earth is, and looks pretty mirrored to me.
But look at this though. He uses sprinkles, glitter for to simulate waves. Of course, waves are waves reflected in all different directions. So he gets down there and oh look, it's all over the place. Yep. And he does it both directions. So doesn't matter. So there you go.
Yeah,
people.
this guy's killed Flat Earth in 2 videos. He's brilliant.
So give him a subscribe. His name is Gav Downs. So all right. How about a little more and then we're gonna have to call it.
Yeah, this is hard to deal with. So much stupid.
And maybe we'll have to do the second half in a different installment because look, we have to be the Geneva Convention comes into play here.
Cruel and unusual punishments. This definitely qualifies as that.
Exactly. Yep. So all right, I'll put the link again in. There it is to the guy, and he has another one on parallel rays and what they look like when you look at them.
Absolutely genius.
Oh, so good.
Honestly, I used that in a debate the other day against someone called Dave, and I got him to. I showed him the end first where it was down, and with them looking like they're diverging. And I got him. Do you agree that those shadows look like they're diverging? Yeah, they're diverging. And then I showed it went backwards, so the drone went up and they're parallel. He's like, I'm like, so are those shadows parallel? And it took him like 30 seconds to go. I guess. You know, he didn't want to admit it.
I would love to see a couple more. I was gonna try one myself where I got laser pointers and bundled them together, like 10 of them or something, and then put the camera right in the middle, and you see them diverging out, and then do the same thing, view it from the top where you can see that they're all parallel. But if anybody wants to do something like that, go ahead. I know I'm not going to get to it anytime soon. Yes, the Clover Mom says, as I said before this stream started to someone, we debunkers have become desensitized to flurfers and other conspiracy people, and a little sadistic as well. So yes, we do need to meter it out.
Yes,
we have received elite training by NASA on how to do it, as well as some things to help maintain our IQs. Disguised as 1980s era artificially sweetened beverages.
And we do have to actually undergo hours every week, hours of like NASA therapy. You know, we have to be able to deal with what we do. You know, we've got a whole medical team to keep us on top mental condition. Because it's hard for us to watch. We watch the Derp, so you don't have to.
My pulse right now, and my my blood pressure, my glucose level, they're all sent up to the secret NASA moon base.
Yeah,
and they're monitored in real time.
Yeah, the chips that they give us.
Yeah. So,
hey, Toon, I do wonder though, why was I the only one given a POW?
I don't know. I've talked to Betty in HR, and she's like, talk to Karen. I'm like, I'm not talking to Karen. She's. Whew.
But I asked Pal like where the order came from, and she told me to speak to this department, but the department didn't exist. Like, should I be worried?
You should. How she did? Never mind. All right. Oh, okay.
Should we call that? Should we leave it there? So
I think we should.
Like half an hour of it left to go through the next time. We can maybe finish that next week.
3244, yes. So I do have I'm excited for this. A professor at a university who teaches surveying. Coming on. This is going to be good. He's going to talk about
you're going to trigger them hard.
I know. He's going to talk about GPS. So that's David Brock. So I don't know when we're gonna figure out a time. But he told me today that he's got a his presentation is done and it's big. It's I don't know if it's the size of a rumpus presentation, but it's a good size presentation. So I'm really looking forward to that. So he'll be presenting that here in a week or two. So somewhere in there we'll get finish the review of level 2 Derp Harder. And we've got Connell Silverfur is a member at Quibbler. Thank you very much, Connell, for that. Try to keep bringing interesting things here. I also had an email exchange with Guts at Gibbon, Erica, who's Guts at Gibbon, about coming on for something, but she's busy for the next. She's finishing up some school stuff and then traveling and other things. So somewhere in the fall maybe we'll get her on. So anybody that has a particular skill that relates to this, or maybe only peripherally does, contact me. If you're like, I could come on and present something that is interesting, that you are a subject matter expert of.
Well, I have been emailing with someone that teaches celestial navigation in Edinburgh.
Oh.
Maybe we could get them on.
That would be fantastic. And then they could show us where there's no triangulation in celestial navigation.
Or triangles at all.
There's a guy today on TikTok. Oh, I'm like, there's no triangles in it. He's like, yeah, well, how come there's an angle? I'm like, there's one angle.
You can have angles without a triangle.
I'm like, I asked him, I said, is this news to you? You don't have a triangle. You have an unangle.
Yeah.
People are so dumb. Oh my gosh.
So I just wanted to show you. I came into the kitchen earlier, and the power unit had upgraded.
What is that?
Well, I'll send it to you. It's the new power unit. She's made herself one. I don't know if AI should be able to upgrade themselves, but this one seems to be able to.
Well, yeah. I mean, what could go wrong with software editing its own code?
Well, it's also editing the hardware it's housed in.
Sounds great. All right, let me grab it here. Come on. Scrolling down. Facebook Messenger used to be fast. Now it's not.
Yeah. Golden Knight's asking, how's the family after what Simon Dan did to you? Well, I've actually had to put in a new request to NASA for a clone replacement of the family.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing they were up at the NASA moon base with you for the breakdancing competition.
Yeah, they had their details taken. So there's been about 8 months of memory missing, but it's fine.
No biggie.
No. But yeah, Pal's upgrading herself now, which, I mean, again, I spoke to the NASA and they've no idea about it, actually.
Well, yeah, that happens. Here it is. It says FDFE on your wrist thing. Wow.
Yeah, it's got this, she's upgraded the screen and everything.
That's nice. Good for her.
That wasn't created out of a leather handbag from my wife, honest.
All right, well, people, I have, Craig, I really have it. I have Scotty Storm on Tuesday.
Oh, he was supposed to come on mine a couple of weeks ago and bailed. But
I talked to him on voice and confirmed that it's him, because it's his. You recognize his voice, right? I recognize his voice, so it is him. We both thought maybe it's just somebody pretending. It really is.
Yeah.
He has moved. He lives in a rural part of Australia, rural enough to not have high-speed internet over land. Guess how his internet is serviced?
How?
I said guess.
Turtles.
No.
Kangaroos.
No. Guess again.
Drop bears.
He has satellite internet.
Oh, Jesus. And he had to get this installed.
Yes. I was talking to him. I said, dude, Scotty, you can't have satellite internet. He's like, it's just balloons. Dude, it's not. Yep.
Well, all right. Well, on my channel tomorrow, I'll be releasing the first of my debate shorts edited by the amazing Glober Mum. It's my debate with Kevin, part 1. And I'm going to be trying releasing one of those once every week or as often as Glober Mum is able to make them for me. Should be getting 50% of ad revenue that each debate short makes. So please give that a watch and say thank you to Glober Mum for doing some amazing work in editing my debates into a condensed 30 minutes that's really funny to watch. The one with Kevin is is quite special. But thank you, Glober Mum. And tomorrow about 10 p.m. I'll be releasing that.
All right. I'll be watching 10 p.m. Central Time.
No, UK time.
I can't translate. All right, bye, everybody.
Time. Bye.
All right, good thing they can't hear us anymore because the mics are still hot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that was a lot of stupid. That was hard to deal with.
Oh.
Broke my brain a little bit.
Yep. It was different.
Yeah.
It was rapid fire Derp instead of these segments of Derp. So, all right. Well, everybody.
When I cover that, I'm gonna make a big deal about how debate's not in it.
Yeah, good idea. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off the hot mics. We'll see you.